everybody, welcome to the Smash Chat, and today we have with us Waffles Minion.
Hello.
We Dude 83 Rebirth.
What's up?
And joining from We Dude's channel is Robin Beyond.
Hey.
To be honest, we actually tried this, but I screwed up poorly, horribly, so many bad ways because of too many audio spikes. I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue this time.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
no,
just wanted to bring that up.
Again.
So, on today's Smash Chat, we're actually going to be talking about a few, or our last final thoughts on what's going to be in the Smash Ballot, as well as what may just be in the upcoming DLC, because that Mario Maker stage came out of nowhere, and it's like, that can't be the only thing that's coming.
Yeah, I know, like, that trailer just felt kind of suspicious with the extra stage slot on the side.
Maybe there's something hidden.
That's, like, not something that they would just release, although they kind of did do that with the character select screen, now thinking about it.
We gotta analyze...
We're Smash fans, of course we gotta analyze over every little thing.
Oh no, we're...
See that one pixel there? That's gonna lead to another character right there.
Okay, clearly a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. I'm kidding.
Okay,
you're pretty much right on there.
If you see Mario closely, he looks like the cupcake. Oh, oh no.
No.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, so, there was one little theory that was saying, like, there had to be another stage because people were finding out, like, it was labeled as Stage 5, and I couldn't figure out where people were saying that until I went and saved the image of Mario Maker 5, and it says Stage 5. And that's why I was like, oh, so this is where everybody's getting it, because when you look at all the files, or the name of the files for when you try to save the images, the other stages, they don't have, there's no Stage 4. Stage 4 is
I've seen this trick before. You release 3 pigs, you label them 1, 2, 4, and then everyone tries to find the 3rd pig.
Yeah, so and it just there has to be more than just Mario Maker stage. So what else are they gonna
you're actually right on with that. Like, that is really odd, I guess you could say. I mean, there technically is the Miiverse stage and Ryu stage, but they don't really fall under the same category.
It's weird the way it's labeled, and Mario Maker, or not Mario Maker, Miiverse stage is free, even though nobody wants to play on it anymore.
Never
and
again.
then Ryu stage is bundled with Ryu.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
does this mean with the release of Mario Maker stage, we're gonna be able to play as the hand?
Yo, let's go.
Oh, God!
Cat
Paw.
My favorite.
Yo, they better have multi-scheme colors, otherwise it's gonna be riots.
Yeah.
Because that's how the internet works nowadays.
Yeah.
Speaking of working, how about we get to more?
Alright, so basically, what would you guys think is going to be the next stage that's going to be added? What are your predictions? You think we're going to see a retro stage or another brand new stage?
There's a lot of potential for new stages. I mean, they added a Mario Maker stage just based off of the Mario Anniversary and the release of Mario Maker, so they could release a stage based off of newer content. Like, I guess the Splatoon stage would be really sweet.
I really want to see Inkopolis be a stage, kind of like a Delfino, either be like a Delfino Plaza kind of thing, or just be in the central hub. It'd be actually really cool if they were to pull a Smashville and maybe like Splatfest would happen on a certain night of the week.
Oh,
Yo,
that is awesome!
Yeah, you just want a Splatoon stage to be like popular and competitive.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though.
Or like cycle through the world of Inkopolis. Like, just the entire world. Like, you'll be able to go to the different sites like Urkin Underpass and like Camp Triggerfish and stuff like that.
But yeah, with Splatoon's success, it seems like, okay, why haven't they done it yet? You know?
Yeah.
But
you
Because
can
they're
definitely
saving it
see
for
like
the
a lot of
Inkling reveal, right?
Oh.
Right?
you could see a lot of stage hazards
Reveal
from
trailer
this too.
is like the...
Yeah, like you could see all the stage hazards that could come from this. Like all the Inklings getting their specials and just using that could somehow affect the
Ink
players.
strikes everywhere.
Yo,
Yes.
I mean, like, if Inkling does become a character, imagine if you go in the middle of a turf war and then, like, just weapons just come out of nowhere and a Kraken comes through the stage.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, knowing Sakurai, and it brings back memories, doesn't it? He's probably gonna bring back more stages, despite what he said. No, we might not be able to include many more stages. You expect me to believe you?
Roll me once, shame on you. Roll me twice. Someone else can finish that.
Sakurai's like a cat. You can kind of scold him, but like he might listen.
Told me 3 times, Ridley confirmed.
Yes. That road.
I guess maybe I think we're all pretty much in unison that there's going to be a new, like a brand new stage. It's most likely going to be a Splatoon stage of some kind.
We want
Yeah,
it, and we
'cause
want the
that's, like-
music to go with it.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
I know there was that Shovel Knight leak, but the Runbow stage idea sounds really fun too.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
proven fake.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
But it
I'm
would have
just
been a
saying,
cool idea.
It would have been a cool
the concept,
idea.
like the disappearing
Yes.
platform based
Uh,
off of the background color, that would have been really
So
cool.
I guess really quick, because we have a pretty good idea, that the new stage would be a Splatoon stage, but if they were to bring in more retro stages, we've only really seen retro stage DLC for N64 stages. Are you thinking we're getting another one of those? Or do you think we might get a stage from another Smash game here, Melee overall?
I would still think that we're gonna get maybe Saffron City or the Yoshi's storybook from N64 as like safe bets. But I would also think in Melee, I would like to see Foresight come back.
That'd be great.
That would be fantastic. I mean, in terms of 64, I don't know what else they would really bring back that would be safe choices besides those two. I would love if Section Z came back.
Oh yeah,
because,
Sector Z,
like,
yeah.
I love Corneria, but like I love the bigger, like the actual scale Great Fox, for example.
I think the only real problem with that one is that since we have Corneria on the 3DS, it feels like you're really getting redundant with it. Even though we do
Yeah,
have like
I guess,
Miiverse,
but that stage would be so fun for 8-player Smash.
although technically
Oh,
we do
yes.
have like Miiverse, which is also the same as Battlefield.
And then you have Dreamland, which in this game it kind of is also Battlefield 2.
Yeah.
pretty
Like it doesn't
much.
have the big blast zones like the other versions have.
Going back from last time when we tried to do this the first time, who said Great Bay?
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah. The Melee stages I would like to see are Great Bay come back, because Majora's Mask is pretty hot right now thanks to the remake, and I think it'd just be a great stage to bring back. It's one of my more favorite of Zelda stages. I think also Fountain of Dreams come back because I still think that's probably one of the best Kirby stages, and it's still a very popular stage in competitive play. And then my last one, I think I before said Mutant City, but I changed my mind on that. I'm thinking actually if we get like maybe Kraid's layer, or I forget what's the stage called?
Brinstar Depths.
Red Star Depths, yeah. I would really like to see that stage like HD'd up, and imagine the craziness of with that stage in 8-player Smash.
That would be
Oh
sweet.
man,
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
like,
a nightmare.
even with the new advanced AI, they're gonna screw it up. They're just gonna fall randomly.
Just picturing it sounds hilarious.
I mean, but if they could just bring back Pokefloats.
No.
I'd be okay with
Never
Pokefloats.
again.
8-player Pokefloats.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
god, no.
Let's go.
Don't even
It's the
think
ultimate-
about stuff like
It's
that.
the ultimate package.
Now it's mayhem defined. Okay, so I think that's kind of it. I don't really think they need to bring any brawl stages back. I feel like just like retro stages for the whole nostalgia feel. But
Yeah,
I mean,
new
if
stages
they
would
bring
also be
Snake back, they
welcome.
could bring back the Metal Gear stage.
Well,
But you know, if they bring Snake back, which, you know.
Yeah, we'll get into that
We'll
later.
get to that.
first we have to bring Konami back.
Yeah, getting Snake back is like trying to be a sniper in a forest.
Yeah, it's very hard to
At
go.
night,
It's
at
very hard
night.
to talk about this. And before we move
At
on
night.
to the
At night,
characters,
With your
Hold
hands
on fire.
tied behind your back.
yeah, before we move on to actual characters from the ballot, I think we should talk about. Do you think that we're going to get any Mii costumes for this next one?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
More than likely.
If this notion of it can't be just a stage and balance at least. Luigi. You can expect something like that. Like the next thing to go with stages is a Mii costume. So maybe we should talk about that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
I mean, if they want to break people's hearts, they could add in, like, who?
oh. I honestly don't believe the Mii costumes deconfirm anyone.
I know, I try not to, but it's still kind of worrying.
Yeah.
I can kind of understand that, and I could bring up a few more things about Karul, but I want to talk about like new characters right now. And honestly, I want to think about like who else can they really do? Nintendo still has some characters, but I feel like I want to see more of the third-party characters because that just interests
Yeah.
me more.
Banjo Kazooie costume.
Yeah. Well, a few that I would want to see is screw it. Just go with the joke. A Ridley hat.
You know, I would be more than okay with that.
With little tiny wings and a tail.
Tiny wings, a little tail that. It's a new sword fighter.
We sized him down.
He'll be the gunner.
Not up his back yet.
Yo, and then they have the same knee that wears the King K. Rool costume. Like, just the bright smile and the blushing.
So ridiculous.
Okay, and another really good one would be Base. I mean, we got Proto Man, Mega Man X, Zero. You gonna ignore Base?
No,
I think Base is definitely bringing it like full circle. Just like I really do like the Mega Man costume for the fighters.
Also, you know, Base already has a freaking awesome trophy in there, so
it is shiny. That thing is shiny.
Yeah, really a lot of polish on that thing.
Everything's shiny in Wii U Smash 4.
That's true.
I mean, I swear to God, if we see a roll costume before Base, I'm gonna cry.
You do realize that's probably gonna happen now.
Sword Fighter, it needs to be the broom from Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Knowing Sakurai, if he would do that.
I want that. Now I want that. Now that is my number one Mii costume.
Your number one Mii costume. That's
yeah, CG got a point. Probably gonna happen.
I kind of want an Ashley costume as a gunner.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That can definitely work.
Anything you want to see, CJ?
Let's see. From Sega, I can see like a Bayonetta gunner, but I'm not too sure how well they can do it without over-sexualizing her.
Well, I think just the costume in general, you could probably get away with that.
Maybe, and then there's also
costume itself.
It's more Bayonetta's actions are more the sexualized thing. The actual outfit itself, just without like any of the special powers.
Yeah,
and just using the Mii's moveset, it should be okay.
And whatever you do not give the Mii curves.
Oh.
Do not.
No.
No. Put it in with a tall, pudgy Mii.
Pudgy in what area? Never mind, I said anything.
The only way you can make it pudgy, skinny or fat. Anyway.
I was also thinking about maybe like, if that doesn't work, maybe like Ooh La La from Space Channel 5. And then, of course, you've got to have some kind of Sonic characters in there. I want to see Eggman, I want to see a Shadow, a Knuckles, and a Tails.
Yo, a Knuckles brawler would be sweet.
Yeah.
You can get like the actual Knuckles glove.
Yeah, and like with the punching animation, it worked really well.
I got one. We need all of Eggman. Everything. Okay, we need mustache, goggles, and the freaking pants and boots and the coat. Everything. I want to play as Eggman.
Yes.
I mean, like, if they had, like, an Eggman wig, it would be bald with goggles, and they could probably work a mustache in there, too.
Baldy McNose-me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, to add on to the Sega things, I think there has to be a Knight's hat or something.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I want a Knights one so badly. Like, Knights is one of my favorite franchises from Sega. Definitely right after
I have Knights, I just need to get into it.
Sega has other franchises? What?
What?
It's not aesthetic.
Okay.
Any more from you, CK, really quick?
No. Although I do want to bring up this one little argument that I saw. Like, someone was trying to go around trolling people saying, they tried to make Hayachi a playable fighter, but then he was turned into a costume, and that proves that Karol isn't getting in. And that's kind of like saying, okay, then I guess Isabelle was planned to be a fighter, and oh no, how could we do this to the poor honey bears? Hayachi and Krom were the only characters that were confirmed to be considered to be turned into DLC costumes. It doesn't mean that any DLC Mii costume was planned at one point.
Yeah, and if I recall, Patrick brought this up. The Meta Knight mask costume was actually shown before Meta Knight was actually confirmed.
Yeah, the day right before Meta Knight was confirmed.
2 days.
So
2 days. Okay.
Meta Knight's deconfirmed, guys. Can't select them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's a ditto.
And then there's the other stuff. It's like Link is DLC is a Mii. There's a Link DLC costume and a Samus DLC costume, and it's like, why do you have that if they're already in the game? And people are saying, well, because they're already in the game. But it's like, why did you go through the trouble of making them if they're already in the game?
Well, the Link one is obviously for long.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, with the Meta Knight thing, like, that kind of felt like it was building up towards the character since it was revealed so quickly, and it was
a day of build-up.
like 2 days. I mean, like, it still made you think, but like with the and it wasn't a costume they had to pay for. It literally just ported from the Street Pass games.
I mean,
And then like with Link and Samus, they've been in Smash Brothers since 1999. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, that's why I say when characters are costumes, it's a little bit more worrying because they've never been in Smash. And you're kind of paying for a costume that is to make from the ground up.
I mean, just also in general, we've never had Mii costumes before, so we don't know how to
We never
judge.
had these before, so
Yeah, we don't know exactly what this judge is, or we've never even had DLC before, so it's a lot of unknown variables.
Yeah, until we
like,
give like an
unless,
official
say,
confirmation.
Boyd becomes a character, or like K. Rool becomes a character, then we can't really put this to rest just yet. It's just a little weird.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's nothing but pure speculation. There's been nothing that's confirmed one way or the other, although I did hear some of the Rule supporters were calling Nintendo to find out, and they said two things. It was either one, no, it doesn't hurt his chances, or two, we don't know.
You know what's funny? We might be being played on. Because here's the thing, like buying these costumes, like of the characters that we want in.
It shows the support.
Yeah,
I mean, could they be like a weird kind of pre-order?
I would like to think
It
so.
wouldn't go that far.
That'd be
Well,
funny.
Hey, I'm making a joke. Don't interrupt me.
Alright, going back to other costumes that I would personally like to see. For the Swordfighter, I've been thinking about this a lot because a lot of people on Twitter, because a lot of people know that I really like Soul Calibur, have been asking me, what's the chances of a Soul Calibur character getting in? I'd say slim to none, but I think I would like to see them as maybe Swordfighter characters because it's Namco's second biggest fighting franchise, and I think they could work pretty well in there.
Well,
I
yeah,
do think it would work too.
well, yeah, because ever since the new content approaching, like, video, Sakurai seems to really have a knack for, like, uniting famous fighting franchises. I don't think this would be far off. Who would they pick?
I would say probably I'm just thinking of like, I would usually go Siegfried or Nightmare, but considering the actual, like, what the sword looks like in there, I guess maybe Nightmare might be the best choice, but maybe somebody also like Sophia or someone like that from the
I
Soul
think it'd be
Calibur.
one of the more like staple characters of the series. So
Yeah.
probably like Sophia or what's her face? No, Xianghua.
Maybe.
Imagine if they put in Charade, you can have any fighter.
just a big floating eyeball.
With like floating limbs.
Yeah, but
Remixer.
But yeah, thinking about some other ones for the brawler, I think definitely an Eggman one. I really
That
wanna-
would be so
That would be a gunner.
funny.
Oh yeah, maybe Eggman as a gunner.
Oh,
That would
what
make
about
way more sense.
I want Broadway. It would just be so funny.
what
Probably
about
be
from
No,
Namco? What about from Namco? We get a Klonoa Mii costume.
I would like at least the Klonoa hat. I think that'd be a nice touch.
And then like the Klonoa shoes and
Yeah, I think that'd be my like pick for a brawler outfit. And then
Maybe his gloves
for
can
a
help.
for a gunner, even though it really pains me, I want to either see Saki or Issa from Sin and Punishment.
Paints you, that paints CJ more like.
I'll take it at this point because it just feels like nobody's really supporting them. There's like a few people, but at this point, I really don't have much hope for them. At the same time, I've also been hearing that there's actually been a lot of support for Ray 01 from the Custom Robo in Japan, and I would like to see that as a Mii costume as well.
Hey,
yeah, for a gunner that would work really well.
CJ, just a reminder, didn't you say you wanted like one of the Wonders as a costume?
Yes, thank you
Oh,
for
yeah.
reminding me. Wonder Red and Wonder Blue would be great costumes. Maybe
Yeah.
Wonder Green, but that's kind of stretching it.
I mean, that would. I think that work really well because of the mask. It would definitely hide the fact that it is a Mii.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh, if
that's
you
my
don't-
favorite thing about the costumes is the mask costume.
Yeah, like the Proto Man is like one of the best ones because of that.
Yeah.
Even Majora's mask is really cool.
Oh yeah.
I think also another one that just came to my head. Oh dang it! You just made me lose my train of thought now.
My fault.
Oh, awful spell.
Yeah.
Blame him.
Blame me for him. About 5 seconds.
Okay, I guess also for a brawler one, if we get, I would also say the Beautiful Joe. One
Yeah,
if we
that'd
can
be a great touch. That would work.
And there's one other costume that I'm remembering. I feel like people are gonna hate me for this, but if he doesn't become a character, I have this horrible feeling Shovel Knight is going to be a Mii sword fighter costume.
Which, to be honest,
no.
I think it would look pretty cool, but if he does become a Mii sword fighter, I want the helmet to completely black out the face. Like, I don't want to see the face.
like the Black Knight costume does.
Yes.
I think they would do that just because that's kind of the iconic look with Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
But honestly, if he's a Mii costume, I would not have that much of a problem with it, to be honest. Like, I don't know. People want Shovel Knight as a character, but I feel like he's too recent. He only has one game, and not really a lot of Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah, we'll get to
Nintendo
Shovel Knight
exclusivity.
talking a lot more later, but I just
Yeah.
want to kind of bring it up for the time being.
I mean, give him something. Give him friggin'
yeah,
like,
I think
that
we
would
should
be
get
perfect,
something
in my
in
opinion.
here.
I think a Mii costume would be perfect for Shovel Knight. I know I'm gonna get hate everywhere, but that's just my personal opinion.
No. I'm kind of in the same boat. I think Shovel Knight would be a great Mii costume. I'm not entirely sure if they can put him in, but we'll get to that later. So don't worry. I'm not. I completely understand what you're saying.